Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me on this journey with the Dtek 60 where I take a close look at the Dtek 60. This is day 20 of the 30-day challenge, and we're comparing it obviously with the Pixel on the right-hand side, and we'll look at the performance and a couple of benchmark scores and go into more details on the speaker quality of the Dtek 60. As usual, leave it in the comment section below if there's something specific you want me to cover in the last and final video on the Dtek 60. It's coming out in another 10 days approximately, so make sure you subscribe for that. But before we get into it, I want to let you guys know about this awesome partnership I have going on with Best Skins Ever. For those of you who don't know, these guys make really nice skins, and especially nowadays, if you use the coupon code exoace at checkout, it's valid until pretty much the holiday season, so a good opportunity for you guys to get some skins at 20% off the sticker price on the website. Anyways, let's get started on the comparison. Now, both these phones are obviously running Android. The Pixel's running Nougat, and the Dtek 60 is running Marshmallow. Let's get started with a app launching comparison. I'm going to close everything that's open on the phone at present, and we'll start off with something basic like Instagram. Now, bear in mind that both these phones are on the same Wi-Fi network, and cellular data is turned off, so there's no cheating anywhere. You'll notice that the Pixel's already launched and loaded the content on Instagram while the Dtek 60 is still going, and I found that to be the case in a few other instances, but more on that in a second. Let's launch something a little bit heavier in terms of graphic requirement. Alto's Adventure is a pretty nice game. I highly suggest it. You'll see that they both launched at the same time. However, I found that the Pixel was just a little bit faster in loading up the game and all the other things included there. Bear in mind that the Pixel is running 1080p resolution while the Dtek 60 is running a Quad HD display, which is pretty impressive. And what's even crazier is that they both perform at pretty much the same level. There's no lag, there's no frame drop, nothing like that happening on the Dtek 60, which is pretty impressive in my opinion, considering it's a Blackberry. And let's look at another more intensive game, Monument Valley, another amazing game. I highly recommend it, and you'll see that they both launched at the same time, but the Dtek 60 seems to be loading it faster. Again, Quad HD display versus 1080p, which is pretty impressive that the Dtek 60 is keeping up with the Pixel. Let's launch Spotify, and I saw something similar to Instagram happen here where the Pixel launched the content on the screen and the Dtek 60 was still loading it. Again, I don't know what's going on here. It might just be how the Dtek 60 pulls the data to populate the screen or something like that. But as far as app launching time, they're both pretty quick. And I'm by no means a specialist in performance comparison, so I figured I'd leave it to something more objective like a benchmarking comparison. So I'm going to get started on that Antutu benchmark. I'll be speeding up the footage quite a bit, and I'll see you guys in a second. Yeah, so there you guys have it. The Pixel is actually a little bit faster than the Dtek 60 as far as the benchmarking scores go, but that's not the whole story here. The point is that the Pixel might be newer, it might be more expensive, it might be a slightly faster processor in terms of specs, but in terms of performance in the real world, the Dtek 60 can certainly keep its own against the Pixel. And I think it's impressive that Blackberry, of course, they haven't designed the hardware here, but the fact that a phone with their branding on it is doing so well is nothing short of impressive. Another thing I wanted to look at were the speakers on the Dtek 60. A lot of people commented that they wanted to see more coverage on this. Since there are grills in the front and the back of the phone on either ends of the phone, a lot of people think there are 4 speakers when in fact there are not. It's just 2 sets of grills, one on the front and on the back, and speakers, only one on the top and one on the bottom. That being said, sound quality is amazing. If you want better sound quality, you can use the built-in equalizer, which is called Waves Max Audio. It's already pre-installed, and it's cool. But one thing's stupid, it doesn't work with headphones. And to be honest, that's really the only time I'd see myself using an equalizer on my phone. That being said, however, it is designed to work with a built-in speaker, so there are a number of presets. You can control the treble, the bass, reverb. You can actually control the different hertz you're listening to. And as I mentioned earlier, there are a couple of presets you can use if you're not that familiar with this, but it's kind of cool that they included it. Anyways, guys, that's been it. My look at the Dtek 60 is coming to a close pretty soon with the final video coming up in another 10 days. So make sure you guys subscribe for that. Leave it in the comment section below if there's something you want me to look at specifically, but I will be covering the camera in the last and final video, and I will see you guys there. Thanks for watching.